Morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the back porch. Welcome to Doodle with Dot. We're absolutely going to doodle today. I think I hadn't done a live for a while. There is a reason. And I will let you guys know the reason here in a little bit. Once we get some more people on and everything else. So as you guys jumping on, make sure you're saying hello, subscribing, liking, commenting. Let me get my volume on this one. Turn down here. Okay. So, how is everybody today? Happy Halloween. It is Halloween. Finally have made it to Halloween. Just really, really awesome. Sorry, guys, I need to drink. My mouth is so dry today. So, something really cool. We did get my stickers in. We got my stickers in. So, if you guys want a sticker, hit me up. Let me know. Kind of stoked to have them finally. Get to start handing them all out and everything. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, guys, I am the DOT. I'm Dot. And it's an awesome Halloween morning. Kind of a brisk morning here. We had snow yesterday, which I was not prepared for. I don't like the snow. Never have, never will. Never been a big fan on snow at all. What can I say? I live in Colorado. I got to get used to having snow. I just don't like it. I really don't. And I may never like it. It's probably why I want to move to Texas, is so that I don't have to deal with the snow. So I'm just getting some new stuff all drawn out here, and figure I give time for everybody to jump on here, and I will tell the story of the broken foot. It's quite the story. Everybody who hears it is like, oh my gosh, only you. Yep, only I would be able to do it. So I'm just drawing out my dragon right now. So as you guys are jumping on, make sure you say hi. I'm actually getting ready, like drawing out some of my plans for some wood carvings I'm going to do. I've got a dragon going. I'm going to have an eagle. I am going to have, hi, Greg, a cowboy. So just kind of, yeah. I'm just drawing out a dragon. That's all I'm doing right now. Last night, everybody was like, oh, we want to hear the story about how you broke your foot. If you guys don't know, over the weekend, I did a few things. We went this weekend, and I broke my foot. Thank you. Just drawing it out so that I can get it all carved up. I got to transfer it from paper onto the wood, actually, because, yeah. Not good at drawing it onto the wood. So I'll just transfer it over. So yeah, now that we're getting people on here, hi Ray and Sandy. I'll kind of tell you guys the whole story about how I broke my foot over the weekend. Playing putt-putt golf. Or mini golf, as some people know it too. Kind of stupid. I'm probably the only person who could break their foot playing putt-putt golf. It's crazy, but it happens. So, my husband is a tow truck driver, and we never get to hardly ever get away because he doesn't get much time off. He doesn't ever take time off. But we had the Jake Gill concert this weekend. If you guys haven't seen my shorts, I did some shorts on Jake Gill. Amazing guy, so personable. It was awesome. Like he's way cool. And his story is absolutely phenomenal. Also, so Friday night we went to him here at the local bowling alley. He was here putting on a concert. We went to it, had a blast, danced all night long, wore myself out with it, but it was so much fun. So we get done with that, and the next day we decide that we want to go to Colorado Springs. Just get away from town for a while and go enjoy the springs. So we load up, my husband and I do, and we head on off to the springs. Something fun to do. So we get up there and we're like, well, what are we going to do for the day? You know, so I don't know what we're going to do. And we start like Googling, you know, things to do in the springs, something we haven't done in the springs, because we when we do go on these trips, we do kind of fun things. And so we decided to go and play putt-putt golf. Now, in some of my shorts, you guys have probably seen the pictures from the putt-putt golf. It was Jurassic Park themed. It was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. It was really cool to see like the dinosaurs and all the stuff from Jurassic Park. It was really, really neat. I was totally stoked to go. Now, hi, Michael. I am a very competitive person, like with everything. I'm very, very competitive. And even with that, even with putt-putt golf, I'm competitive. So we start playing. Everything's like a par 2, par 3, you know. So I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be an easy one. And so hole 1, yep, I can't hit the hole. Hole 2, still can't hit the hole. So we get to hole 6, and my husband is kicking my butt, literally. He's getting a hole in 1. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it does suck. But hey, it's not stopping me. I'm still going to work. They put me in a boot so I can go to work. I can do everything I want to do. Still leery kind of about carving because I don't want to get sawdust on it, but I might do it anyway just because, well, it's me. So yeah, we get to hole 6, and it's difficult. My ball keeps going straight around the hole. It will not land in the hole like I want it to. And I get to the 6th swing. I swing the 6th time. It still misses. I get a little pissy, is the only way I can say it. I get mad. And I know it's supposed to be putt golf. So you're supposed to just like tap it in. I decided to drive the ball into the hole rather than put the ball into the hole. And yeah, I drove it right into the side of the plate of the surround that keeps the balls in there. It came flying straight back with all that force and landed right at the top of my toes. It hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That hurt like hell. But I kept going. That was on the 6th hole, mind you, now. We had 18 to do. I kept going. I didn't stop. Did not stop. I was in pain, but I was like, I'm going to keep going. Well, the more pain I got in, the better I got to at the golfing. In fact, the last 9 holes, my husband and I actually tied it. And he beat me by like 15 on the first one. So it got better with the pain. So we get done putt golf, and we decide to go to this place and eat. It's called the View House. If you guys ever go to Colorado Springs, eat there. The food is absolutely amazing. their staff and everything else is amazing. I love the View House there. I will definitely be going again. So we went to the View House to eat, and I told my husband, so my foot is absolutely killing me. I don't want to even stand up on it. And he's like, oh, you probably bruised it hitting it that hard. And he goes, maybe it'll teach you a lesson not to get mad. Yeah, well, he's been married to me for 5 years. He should know better, because I'm still going to get mad. That's just me. I'm competitive that way, and it happens. So we get done with the View House, and we, get done eating and everything, and we go back to the motel room, and he wants to go dancing again for the night at a country bar there in the Springs. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm game. He's like, on your foot, you're game. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna take my boot off a little bit and let my foot just rest, and we'll be good to go. Mind you, it's been probably a few hours since I'd hit it with the golf ball. And I take my boot off, and I had hit it so hard that you could still see the dimples of the golf ball in my foot. And my foot was swollen. I told him, I said, I don't think this is good. I think I broke my foot. And he's like, nah, you just bruised it. It's not broken. It's not broken. So we decided to stay in the motel that night. Both of us were kind of tired, didn't want to really go anywhere after the whole day. So we decided we were just going to sit there, relax, watch TV and stuff. No big deal. And so we did that. Get up the next morning, and I have to wear my Hey Dudes because my foot is so swollen, my boots won't go on. And I tell him again, I really seriously think I broke my foot. He once again reiterates that, nah, you're walking on it. It can't be broken. Mind you, I was walking on it. No big deal. Wouldn't be the first time I've walked on a broken foot. Probably is not going to be the last either. So we decide that we're going to go to the zoo. Yep, walk around the zoo. And Springs has a pretty big zoo. And I did do a couple shorts of me being at the zoo where I was feeding giraffes and stuff like that. It was so much fun. Absolutely an amazing zoo. I loved it. We get done with that. We head home. My foot's still killing me. But I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I get up Monday morning, and I'm like, maybe I should go get this checked because it is not getting any better. The bruising is getting worse. Maybe I should go get it checked out. So I go to the doctor's office. I have the doctor rolling on the floor because he's never seen somebody break their foot playing putt-putt golf. Never even heard of it. Heard of anybody breaking their foot playing putt-putt golf. I told him, I said, well, if you know me, you know I'm unique. I would be the one to be able to do this. So yeah, that is how I broke my foot playing putt-putt golf. He told me it's fractured and stuff, and put me in a boot so that I can still work because I'm not on crutches in a boot. Thank goodness. If I was on crutches, I would not be working. And well, I want to work. That's just me. I work for UPS, and I just didn't want to miss any work. So I didn't. I've been at work every night so far. But yeah, I'm not letting it slow me down. I'm still doing everything that I've been doing. So yeah, it's been fun, to say the least. It has been an adventure. Yes, anger does always get the best of us. Yeah, I've been told that a couple of times. I don't know if I'm tough or I'm just stubborn. I tend to think I'm more just stubborn. I'm very stubborn, very hard-headed. I kind of dance to the beat of my own drum, and don't let anybody tell me any different. It's just how I am. How I always been. So, what's everybody up to? Yes, I did. I probably shouldn't have, and I know that, but I just I don't stop. Um, no, I just don't. Just not in me to stop. And I had figured it was broken. I really did. I really figured it was. But at the same time, I was like, why stop now? You know, no reason to stop now. If it's broken, it's broken. And I really didn't want to go to the doctor up there in the Springs because, well, for one, I didn't have my insurance cards with me. I need to carry them. I don't. Um, and I don't want to pay for an emergency room visit up there. I mean, hell, they're expensive enough down here in Podunkville. I can imagine what they are up there. So yeah, I decided I wasn't going to go up there. On a good note, though, I got. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Um, I'd love to learn to weld. I just haven't yet. I think it'd be really fun because I also make jewelry, so to weld would be so cool because I could do like little tiny welds and weld stuff together and make jewelry. That'd be so cool. Um, but yeah, on a good note, while we were up there, so as some of you guys may know, I lost my beloved guinea pig, the one that is in my stickers. Like I said, guys, I do have stickers. If you guys want some, hit me up. I would love to. I make jewelry, so I would love to learn to weld, so I could make like little pieces and weld them together and make little things like, well, I guess they wouldn't be little. The jewelry would probably be big. But anyway, guys, I do have my stickers in. If you guys want a sticker, hit me up. Let me know. I'll get one to you. So stoked for these. So in here, this is my beloved guinea pig, Bobo, Mr. Bojangles. Shortly after the picture was taken, we lost Mr. Bojangles. Like literally a couple of days after doing the picture, I lost Bo. I was devastated. But over the weekend, my husband's been very adamant that I get a new guinea pig to replace Bobo. Because he was my ride or die. Like he went everywhere with me. I loved Bobo so much. So he tells me that I need to get a new one. And not really tells me. He suggests to me to get a new one. And he's like, let's just go look. Let's just go see what everybody has. So we made several trips to different places. Oh, wow. Bridge stuff. That'd be so cool. So we go to a lot of different places. And our final destination was PetSmart, where we had originally bought Mr. Bojangles, aka Bobo. And we walk in there, and I kept telling my husband, I said, I had short-haired guinea pigs, and I really want a fancy. I want one that their hair goes from the middle of their back all the way down to the ground, just gorgeous, gorgeous guinea pigs. They're supposed to have better temperament, all this other stuff. Somebody's thinking of me because, guys, my nose is itching like crazy. Better temperaments. They're lovable, more lovable than short hair. All this. I was like, I really want a fancy. Well, this last PetSmart we went into, they had fancies. Oh, really? I love them. I would almost rather have guinea pigs than dogs. So we go in there. They have about 6 fancies altogether. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. At least you guys have them. Because we'd never, like, all the stores that we'd been to up there that weekend, we did not find any fancies. So I asked the guy, said, can I hold them and see what they're like and see if I like them or not? And He's like, oh yeah, absolutely. And I told him, I said, I don't want a female. I knew exactly what I wanted and didn't want. I did not want a female because I already have a male that is not fixed. I don't want babies. Very adamant on the fact I do not want babies. And so he's like, oh yeah, these ones here are the males. And so we're looking at them. And there's this one, he just keeps looking at me. I was like, oh, I got to pick him up. So I picked him up and he just loves and just really sweet. And I'm like, I got to have him. So we got him. And he is a long haired, and I will, once it warms up a little bit more outside, maybe over the weekend, I will bring him on. And you guys can meet him. So his name is Napoleon. And we named him that because he's got like dark brown, medium brown, and white hair. And then he has red eyes. He has pink ears. So he looks like Napoleon ice cream. Like, looking at him made me hungry for Napoleon ice cream. I decided his name was going to be Napoleon. He's 3 months old. So his hair is kind of wild still. It's not all grown out yet. But he is such a doll and so adorable. And he will become the new mascot for Dr. Doodles. Doodle with Dot. You guys will be seeing him a lot. He'll hang out with me quite a bit. As long as it's nice outside, I can't bring him out when it's cold. Yes, I just, it just reminded me of Napoleon ice cream. And I love his red eyes. Like, it is so awesome to see his little red eyes all the time. I used to think red eyes were super creepy on an animal. Yes, ice cream. Like, ice cream's like my favorite. Okay, guys, so there it is, traced on the wood. That'll be our dragon. I'll get it cut out and everything else. And we'll be carving that here after a while. Maybe tomorrow. My phone is not staying in my holder very well. Keeps trying to slide down. But yeah, that'll be the dragon. That'll be one of them that we do. I also have an eagle and a cowboy that we're going to like trace on here. Get them all cut out. I figured, doodle with that. I'm not going to carve today. I'm going to just kind of get everything drawn out today, and then we can spend some time just piling things up over here. I did rearrange, if you guys can't tell, I did rearrange my woodworking station here. So I used to be back here in the corner right behind me, but I was like really stuck in a place, and I wanted more room because like I want room. So my son's girlfriend and I decided to come out here and rework everything. So now I'm facing this way. I get some sunlight. I get to see my garden, which won't be my garden next year. That's actually where my pool will be next year. We're going to move the garden elsewhere. Yes, and I love the fresh air. I love being out here on the back porch. I'm closed in so that if it does rain, snow, wind blow a million miles an hour, I'm protected from it. But I can still see out, and I still get sunlight. I still get air. If I want to, I can go jump in the hot tub. It's right over there. I mean, gotta love it. But yeah, I'm just out here chilling on the back porch, and I love it. I at first had set my woodworking station in my garage, and I didn't like it. I don't like the garage. There's something about it. Wasn't for me. So I decided I'd put it on my back porch. And I do like the fact that being on the back porch, I don't have to worry so much about the dirt and dust because it'll blow away. Or I can sweep it away. So I love being out here. Yes, I absolutely love being outside. Like, come summertime, I live outside. I just do. I absolutely love being out here. Yes, I love the hot tub. That's the best part of it. Um, Granted, I can't use the hot tub for a couple of days. Yeah, because I have to completely leave my boot on. I cannot take my boot off for about a week. So here's the cowboy I'm going to do, guys. He's kind of a cool little cowboy. We're gonna carve him too. The dragon is actually for my stepson for Christmas, so I'm kind of stoked to do that for him. He loves dragons. He loves wood. I would love to have a she shed. I'm not gonna lie. And if I could talk my husband into getting me a she shed, I would do it. I would actually, back by the backside of our yard, I would tear out the rock garden and put my she shed back there in a heartbeat. I would die to have a she shed. I really would. But then that takes convincing of my husband to get me a she shed. And I don't know if I'd even have to convince him. I would just probably do it, and he'd come home to a shed being in his backyard and be like, really? I'm not good at convincing him of anything. I'm good at just doing it. I do it all the time in the house. I told him one day that I told him one day I was tired of the carpet in our living room. We had white carpet. We have dogs. Not a good combination. I told him I was tired of the carpet. I wanted hardwood floor. And he's like, well, we'll have to hire somebody to do it and all this. It's going to get expensive. And I was like, whatever. He went to work. Needless to say, I ripped the carpet up out of the living room. And I laid hardwood floor down. Had it down before he came home. That's just the way I am. I do what I want to do. If I say I want to do it, I just do it. So you never know. There could end up being a she shed one day in my backyard just because I decide I'm done. You guys hear the sirens? They're going off. Sorry, that's the worst part about being outside. You hear all of everything going on out here. Which is totally crazy. But I'm thinking it's the ambulance probably. It's going off. I don't know. It's more than just the ambulance. It might be the fire department. There's more than one because I can hear different sirens. So I don't know. That's a lot of sirens. Do you guys hear the sirens? I don't know if my mic will pick up the sirens or not. I did finally get my microphone working and got it on. So yeah. Otherwise, I haven't been up to much. There is a craft show this weekend. I opted not to do it. I have nothing ready for the craft show. So I did not do the craft show this week or this weekend. Plus, it's like an all vendors craft show where like people who work for companies like Scentsy and stuff like that can go in. And I never do good at them. I just don't. I don't know what's going on, guys. There's a buttload of sirens going off. I'm not real sure what it is. I got a lot of candy for trick or treaters. I don't know if we're gonna have any trick or treaters. I probably won't even be home. I have to work tonight, and I have to go down to the bowling alley and play boss at league tonight. So I probably won't even be home. I'm kind of hoping that My son and his girlfriend stay home and hand out candy. Um, Not sure that they will, but they might. Be awesome if they did, because I like having trick or treaters. We never get very many because they do this trunk or treat. Yeah, that's what we got. The big bags of candy for $11.99. Um, they have this thing called trunk or treat, and I think it's just, some people think it's cool. I think it's kind of dumb. It's the lazy man's trick or treating, and it just makes me so upset with it because when we grew up, we walked our happy butts all around town to get all the candy that we could. And kids nowadays literally go on a block, walk the cars, and they're done. They don't go trick or treating after that. That's not Halloween, guys. Halloween's the time to go out, walk your neighborhood, let the people know the kids, get to know them. We don't always see the kids. So, yeah, I don't understand the trunk or treat. Everybody's like, oh, it's so easy, it's so convenient. Well, it might be, but it's kind of silly. Like, seriously, these kids these days are kind of lazy. I'm going to get off my soapbox about kids because I could go on forever. Oh, I do too. I miss the days where you'd have the kids come to the house and they'd ring the doorbell and you get to see all their cute costumes and everything else. And nowadays, like, you just don't get to see that at all unless you want to go set up on Main Street in a block that's full of everybody in town and see what the kids are dressed up as. I mean, and the bad thing is it doesn't even last long. It takes the kids, maybe a half hour to walk all the cars. I mean, literally, ours is only a block long. So it doesn't take that long. And then they're done. And we used to we'd get home from school, we'd get our costumes on, and we would immediately start walking houses, and we wouldn't come back in till 8, 9 o'clock at night. As we got older, of course, it was later, but like, we walked our town. Like, the town I grew up in is about the same size as the town that I'm in now. And we hit every house in town. And it wouldn't be hard to do. In fact, our parents never even drove us. Like, they didn't drive us. It's like, you start at the house, you go, if you get too tired by the time you get to the other end of town, just call, we'll come pick you up. But we're not going to drive you from house to house, which I have seen that happen out here. Like, parents literally, our houses aren't very far apart, guys. They would pull up to our house, let the kids out. The kids would walk back to the car, jump in the car, they'd go to the next house. I'm like, are you kidding me? They can't walk the block? I mean, no wonder we have an obesity rate in the United States. It just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling, let me tell you. But yeah, anyway, that's that. We do still have some parents that bring their kids around, which I absolutely love. I love seeing all the kids dressed and having fun and teaching them to talk to people. Because kids these days definitely do not have communication skills. A lot of them are very antisocial. Which is crazy. Did I get everything drawn on him? Do you think we did? Do you think so? You guys are sticking with me while I'm drawing. I kind of like that. I think we did. I make a really this board. Yeah. I mean, you can't. I mean, we live in a very small town. Yes, I remember doing the Halloween parties and bobbing for apples and everything, and they just don't do that no more. They just don't. Kind of weird. Kind of sad. Wish they would still do that. Um, but yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. So what else does everybody want to talk about? We talked about Napoleon. We talked about my foot. We talked about my stickers. Talked about what we're gonna do with these guys. The show that we had coming up. I do have one coming up in December that I probably will do. Maybe if I decide to. I don't know. I might not even. I don't know yet. Still debating. Things going on. I don't know if I will. I just don't know. I may go down this weekend just to see everybody. Oh, that's what I was talking about how nowadays you can't trust people, but we do live in a tiny little town where you kind of know the neighborhoods to stay out of. Like, you know where the creepers are. Like our neighborhood here is like older people. Like we don't fit in. I'm not gonna lie, we don't fit in at all. We're younger. I say younger. I mean, we're not really that young, but come January I'll be 50, so I'm not exactly young, but I view myself as much younger than most of our neighbors who are like 60, 70 years old. Most of them are retired, so like we don't fit in. We do, but we don't. Like our neighbors love us, but at the same time, we're a lot younger than most of the neighborhood. But you know, some of the weird neighborhoods to stay away from. So I mean, I don't understand why people just don't take their kids trick or treating. I mean, I would. I'd even if I had grandbabies, which I don't. I do have 2 grandbabies, 4 grandbabies, but they're not around here. But if I had grandbabies here at the house, I would take them to every house that I trusted. And being in a small town, you know everybody, you know who to trust, who not to trust, you know, to stay away from the creepies. But yeah. So our next deal with these ones is going to be just get them cut out. I gave up on using the scroll saw. I'm done using the scroll saw because I can't get it to work. It keeps breaking on me. So I've been using my jigsaw. And it works fine. I'd much rather use my jigsaw. I seem to have more control than I do with my scroll saw. So I've been using my jigsaw. And we'll get that done, get these cut out, and then we'll start drumming on them and getting them carved up and everything else and get them stained. And I'm stoked to do these. These have become like my deal. I'm loving these. I don't know if you guys saw the Indian that I did back in some of my other videos. I did an Indian the same way that I'm going to do these. It turned out so awesome. So I can't wait to do these ones too and get them done. I think if I could knock a couple out a day, I could probably put them in the craft show come December, which is what I'm hoping for. Oh, excuse me, guys. Too much oxygen. Thank you. Yes, I loved doing that. I was like not sure what I was doing on it, and I thought it turned out pretty awesome. Starting to learn a little bit more on the Dremel and stuff, and I did get my little sanding disc doohickey bobber things for the Dremel that like way cool. I can't wait to use them. I think that'll make like life and death difference on my stuff. I can't wait. I'm stoked to get to use them. So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Got them in the other day. I'm like, oh. That, of course, I wanted to run out here and sand every little piece of what I had, but I didn't. I refrained from doing it. But I really want to. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just I want to do something different. Everybody always does like all these wood spirits and stuff, and I'm kind of one of those that beats to the tune of my own drum. I do my own thing, do different. I'm not good at wood spirits. I'm really, really not good at wood spirits. I'm not good at doing faces, period. Like, I did do the Santa Claus. Um, all right, Ray and Sandy, have a great day. Thank you for stopping in. Um, did this little dude as like kind of an homage to when I whittle. I make these guys like really nice and tiny, like they're really this big. Why not make them big? So I did. Um, but everybody does this, and and I want something that is me, that I just odd. And so I decided to start doing these on the boards, and I have a lot of boards laying around. Why not use them? So that's what I decided to do, is the boards instead of doing the big pieces like this. This is fun, don't get me wrong, and I'll probably do a few more pieces like this, just because, well, I got a lot of wood because I went and bought a lot of firewood, and I'll probably make some more pieces like this and get the. I can't wait to use my sanding discs and sand this down, make it look good, and then maybe make a few more to put in the show. I don't know yet. But yeah, I've got this one, and then I had started on this other one. I love the fact I finally got a rolly chair. Don't mind me, guys, I am in my pajama pants because, well, it's not uncomfortable to wear with my foot because it's kind of hard to get dressed. Then I did this Santa Claus also, but he's kind of wonky because he keeps cracked. He got a crack here. I was trying to save it, and he's a little odd, but I'll probably get him sanded down a little bit too, and get him stained up also, and have the two Santa Clauses there also. So that's kind of cool. And I might do some more of these. I might even do I want to do like an elf or a gnome or something different. Just not sure. I like doing, like, my little pieces. Just make them huge. Use Dremel with them, and lots of firewood. I went down, literally went down to our local store that does like animal feed and everything else, like an agricultural store, and I bought their firewood bundles, and that's what this is, just firewood bundles. This is actually a firewood bundle from Texas. We went down there, went camping, and we were going to start a bonfire or start a little fire to stay warm and stuff, and we didn't because it was nice and warm anyway. And so we brought the wood home, and I'm just going to carve it then if we didn't use it. And then this is the stuff that I gotten at the agricultural store. And then our Safeway, our grocery store. Oh yeah, I love gnomes. I think they're kind of cool. They're fun to do too. But our local grocery store even sells wood bundles. And it's different wood than what our agricultural store sells. So I'm thinking maybe going and getting one, but Amy Jo's saying it's more like this kind of wood. And I don't know what kind of wood this is. I don't know what kind of wood this is. I'm guessing this is pine, the way that it carved. I'm thinking this one's pine. This, I have no clue. It's from Texas, so Laura knows. But she said it's kind of like this stuff. It'll splinter and stuff like this one did. But I'm wanting to get a bundle and try it anyway, just because I can. They're fun to play with. But I don't know how many more of them I'm going to do. Say I'm going to do quite a bit of these because I do have this board to finish, to do all kinds of stuff on this board. I have another one that is 8 foot long, and then I have 2 more that are about 6 foot long. So these only take up about a foot each, so that's a lot of them. And as I get better, I'm hopefully it will go faster. I'm hoping. Double-sided Santa Claus. I saw oh, somebody did them, but they whittled them. They whittled the double-sided Santa Clauses. Dang it! Now I can't remember who did. I think it was Matt. I think it was Matt. The double-sided Santa Clauses. That is so cool. Like that's wicked. That would be neat to do. Because yeah, that to be able to like, it'd be cool to like do a Santa on one side and a gnome on the other. Because like they have almost the same hat. You could like, that would be so cool. Yeah, I got to come up with different ideas for these. I have another. I have the eagle to do. Like I said, I got to shrink him down a little bit. He's too wide for my board. I got eagle to do. I did find like an Indian chief I want to do. A couple different other cowboys. A gnome cowboy, which was so adorable. So I can't wait to do that one. So yeah, I'm like, I got quite a few of them. I just got to get them onto the boards, get the boards done. But yeah. But I did want to jump on here and tell you guys the story of my foot because everybody was asking about, there's got to be a story behind Putt-Putt Golf at Broken Foot. So we had to come on and tell the story of Putt-Putt and Broken Foot. I still can't believe I did that. It's just crazy. But I know it'll heal, and it's not me. I'm still going to be on here. I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff all the time. So yeah, it'll all be good. It'll turn out in the end. Just makes for a unique story later on in life. Thank you. I'm going to jump off of here for now. I'm going to go get these cut and get started dremeling. So you guys will probably see some videos coming out of me dremeling. Maybe we'll go live again tomorrow and you guys will watch me like dremel one or the other of them. I don't know. But guys, thank you for joining me for Scott's Doodles, doodling with me today, hanging out with me. Everybody have a great day. Have a happy Halloween. Eat lots of candy and scare lots of people. Yes. All right, guys. Well, I'm out. All right. Poof, bueno, bye.